I decided to outfit this system with the ASUS Geforce RTX 4070. Originally I chose the RX 6800, but the problem is with AMD, they had a problem with their BIOS with different manufacturers, and my CPU was heating up way hot. Upon boot up, it was reaching 83 degrees, went to an RTX, I had the 3070 previously, and my temps dropped to 54 degrees on boot up. Big difference. Though this has been pretty much rectified in the newer BIOSes, but it was too late. I already returned the graphics card, the AMD one. However, this is more efficient, and I like building systems for efficiency and silence. Here's our inner box. Let's open up this box and see the graphics card. Here we are. And let's open this black mess. Interesting packaging choice. Packing steps up, unpacking. Okay. Either way, I don't care about displays, but interesting that it's actually attached. In our box, a couple fancy looking things here. This is just a fancy little card that tells you some stats. Still pretty cool looking. We also have a quick guide, warranty card, and some really interesting looking cutouts. Pin connection, I really like seeing that because that means we have less power, less cables, we have a cleaner system build. Bonus. As for taking this off, it's not really a fancy case of plastic, but it works. Nice shiny graphics card. So we have a nice shiny graphics card here with a nice backing that needs some peel off of here too. There we go. So make sure you take that off the back end as well, because this will stop the heat from coming out. Plastic's kind of an insulator. Plain metal is more of a conductor of heat. Here's our front end, nice vent holes. And our back end right here. Looks kind of space age. And on our back end, we also see there's some plastic peel right here as well. So let's remove that off our fan hubs. There's one off. And let's take the next one off. Oh, and we got some more peel over our ports. We're going to be connecting this to display port. So let's get one of our display ports opened up and ready to go. Here's our D for display port, all ready to be installed. And we have a cover over our slot on a particular card. Now, due to these little tabs getting in the way, I'm just going to remove these, and I can always insert them after. This should make it a little easier to install in this particular case. That was much simpler to put into place once we remove those tabs. And now let's get our thumb screws in here. There we go. And your screwdriver is not magnetic. It would have been useful if it was, but it's not. There we go. There we go. We are now all connected other than our power. And of course, my fan is not here with RGB yet. Now to reduce our cable clutter from this kind of mess down to this. That's a bit less and a bit cleaner for a build. The GPU this is replacing is the 3070, which had two 6-pin connections. And this is down to an 8-pin single connection. This particular graphics card is what you call a 2.5 slot design, since it takes up 2.5 slots. And this measures at about 5 centimeters or 2 inches long. And this is about 27 centimeters in length or a little over 10 inches. So just a little more than 10.5 inches in total length about. And that gives you the measurements of this card. In terms of depth this way, let's check that out. How deep is it? How far does it stick off? 13.5 centimeters or just shy of 5.5 inches. On the GPU itself, there's physically a mode switch. Instead of changing your power target manually, just click low coil whine. I click that here, and so right now we're on low coil whine, and I applied it and saved it. Right now I'm on ASUS's website here. I go to support, and then I can go down to driver and utilities, and that way I can get the updates for this GPU, such as this GPU Tweak 3 software for my copy of Windows. And the GPU Tweak software, let's go to that right now. Here we can see it, and this is where I can change to default mode or silent mode or low coil whine. And that's kind of what I prefer to use because I don't like coil whine, as neither as most people do. But you're going to lose a little bit of performance. Allow me to correct that statement. You're going to lose a lot more performance than I ever figured would happen when you use low coil whine mode. Now I'm looking at doing a Noctua mod later on. I actually have a bunch of 12mm fans coming in slimline, or a Be Quiet mod using the new Silent Wings 4 fans. So right now we're at about 117, 128 frames per second, as you can see in the top left of my screen. Now let's try low coil whine and see if the frames per second drops or not. Oh wow, that is quite massive. 103, 104 FPS. Let's go back again. Default mode. 135. Wow, that is huge. That's not something I really want to see. That's low coil whine is like half the performance, almost like, well, 50% less. Seriously, it's nuts. So you're kind of getting what you pay for. If you get a cheap card, you're generally going to have more coil whine, as we can hear. Now, should you get this card? That'll be truly up to you. Great temperatures. It's just that coil whine may drive you crazy, as it will probably drive me crazy. What I could do is take the coils or just apply epoxy of some sort to the coils of the card to stop them from buzzing, because it's a very small vibration that's actually happening that causes the coil whine. So it can be removed if you are very skillful at that sort of thing. I probably could do it myself. I don't think I have too much problems. However, taking it apart, reapplying new thermal pads, thermal paste, this get a bit expensive and a bit complicated. But if you're up for the task, you can improve your card's noise and coil whine. This is Eric of Not BIOS Tech Reviews. Thanks for watching, and have yourselves a most wonderful day. Now, this case here, I'm going to be doing a full review more so of this case and a bunch of individual components. But I did lose some of my recordings between doing it for the last month. And that's what happens when you work 2 weeks straight with no days off. But that's what I do, and I'm an electrician by trade. So anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, help this channel grow, and feel free to ask questions below, because if you don't ask the questions, I probably might not answer it. So ask the question so I can answer it, maybe in a video or directly as a reply to you. And as always, Have yourselves a most wonderful day.